In my last video, I calculated the intrinsic value of Alibaba using Phil Town's method. And if you haven't watched that video, click on the link above and check it out first. Now, some of you guys may already know this. Phil Town, he owns Alibaba stocks. So I want to know how much he owns and when he paid for it. And this is going to give me a really good idea of what he thinks about Alibaba. And I'm going to work backwards. I want to find out how much he paid for Alibaba stocks, add the 50% margin of safety, and this is going to give me his real intrinsic value of Alibaba. Anyway, with that said, let's check out Phil Town's portfolio. Now, Phil Town, like many big time investors, he has his own investment fund. And the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, these are the guys that monitor and regulate the US market. They require these funds to file their buy and sell activities every quarter. So every year there are 4 quarters, so they need to file this 4 times to the public. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at what Phil Town filed in regards to Alibaba. Okay, so here is a summary of all the filings that Phil Town made in regards to Alibaba. In Q2, so that's between April and June of 2021, he made his first purchase of Alibaba, and he purchased 30,000 Alibaba stocks. Now, we don't know the exact date that he purchased the stocks, but Alibaba's price during that period was a high of 244 and a low of 204. In Q3, so that's between July and September of 2021, he added 20,000 Alibaba stocks. Now, Alibaba's price during that period was a high of 228 and a low of 144. In Q4, between October to December of 2021, he added 95,000 Alibaba stocks. Now, I want to emphasize, that's 95,000. He tripled his position in Q4. Now, Alibaba's price during that period was a high of 177 and a low of 108. So looking at this summary, 3 things stand out to me. The first thing is the initial purchase price. Second is the average purchase price. And the third is Alibaba's percentage to the overall portfolio. Phil Town, he's a much better investor than I am. So I'm going to assume that he was able to purchase Alibaba stocks at the lowest possible price in Q2 of 204. I also know that he would have purchased the stock at a 50% discount as a margin of safety. So with that number, he believes the intrinsic value of Alibaba is 408 in Q2. After adding up all his filings, Phil Town's average purchase price of Alibaba is 132. Phil Town's Alibaba investment is around 11% of his overall portfolio. And in my opinion, anything over 10% of your portfolio is a very big bet. So what I read from that is Phil Town really believes in Alibaba, and this is a very high conviction purchase. So you may be wondering, why is my intrinsic value using Phil Town's method so different to Phil Town's intrinsic value of Alibaba? I got 186, he got 408. Well, this is a perfect example to show how the intrinsic value of a business is more of an art than an exact science. But my only advice is stay conservative. Make sure you are at the lower end when calculating the intrinsic value of a business. This will reduce your risk and save you from losing money. I think it comes down to 2 main reasons why our intrinsic values were so different. The first reason is that I think Phil Town uses a much higher equity growth rate and a much higher future PE than I did. The second reason is that I think his personal way of calculating intrinsic value is much more complex than the one that he teaches us in his book. I hope you got some good value out of this video. I really enjoyed comparing what I learned from Phil Town and what Phil Town actually does in real life. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like and a subscribe. Have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video.